everyone, and thank you for visiting our channel. Meghan, facing plummeting popularity in the UK, is reportedly seeking reconciliation with Princess Catherine. This desire for peace comes after a history of tension, highlighted by an incident where Meghan was alleged to have made Catherine cry over bridesmaids' dresses before Meghan's 2018 wedding. Later revelations indicated that it was Meghan who cried, and Catherine sent flowers to apologize. Despite these efforts, their relationship remained strained, and they have not met since attending Queen Elizabeth II's funeral in September 2022. According to In Touch magazine, Meghan regrets how things unfolded and didn't intend to harm Catherine. Additionally, Meghan and Harry expressed public and likely private support for Catherine during her recent health challenges, including preventative chemotherapy. However, the rift between Harry and Prince William persists, complicating any direct communication about Catherine's health. Recent polls reflect Meghan's declining favorability in the UK, especially among older generations, despite some popularity among younger Britons. Meghan Markle, seemingly oblivious to the boundaries of royal decorum, now finds herself eager to mend fences with Princess Catherine, a gesture that appears more like a desperate clutch at vanishing relevancy than a heartfelt attempt at reconciliation. As her popularity in the UK plunges deeper into the abyss, particularly among the senior demographics who value tradition over tabloid, Meghan's sudden olive branch reeks not of genuine remorse, but of a calculated ploy to salvage what little favor she might still garner among the British public. One must ponder the irony of Meghan seeking reconciliation with Catherine, a royal who has conducted herself with nothing but grace and decorum, qualities seemingly alien to Meghan's Hollywood-infused approach to royal life. The Duchess of Sussex's previous antics, including the infamous bridesmaid dress debacle that reportedly reduced Catherine to tears, now serve as stark reminders of the chaos she introduced into the tranquil waters of the royal family. To believe that Catherine, amid her own profound challenges, including a very public battle with cancer, would have the time or emotional bandwidth to entertain Meghan's belated regrets is to misunderstand the priorities of a princess deeply committed to her duties and her family. Moreover, the notion that Catherine would eagerly rekindle a friendship with Meghan after such publicized rifts not only underestimates Catherine's discernment, but also overestimates Meghan's current standing within the royal fold. The royal family, and indeed Catherine herself, have moved forward, focusing on their duties and the well-being of the British people, leaving little room for distractions, especially those of a melodramatic nature. Meghan, there's no one ever going to be lining up to make peace with you. You don't just bring bridges down. You cart away the rubble. Just release Harry with dignity and decorum when he's ready to go. Don't keep his children from him, and be grateful for all that you received. Sorry, Meghan, but no one is sorry to never see or hear from you again. The endless and repetitive attempts at pushing your revisionist history are convincing. No one that is interested and achieving nothing by those who read and don't care anyway. Catherine has friends worldwide. The last thing she wants or needs is to have Meghan anywhere near her. Meghan wants to be friends now, only because she has failed at everything she has done, and she needs to get back to the royal family. She needs the money, tiaras, jewels, the notoriety of being on the balcony, and so on. Catherine is a very smart person. She knows what is going on in that head of Meghan's. No, Catherine will not pander or give a second glance to Meghan. Even if Markle apologized, it would not be genuine. It would only be a desperate attempt to regain her tarnished reputation and secure access to the seemingly inexhaustible bank of public affection. She will always be a danger to the royal family. She's delusional if she thinks a simple apology could erase the years of tumult she's caused within the royal corridors. Her efforts to reconcile, particularly with Princess Catherine, come off as nothing more than a theatrical farce, staged to woo a public that has grown weary of her constant drama. Meghan, once a welcomed breath of fresh air, now suffocates the very institution she vowed to respect. her actions more akin to those of a rogue actress improvising her lines than a dutiful member of one of the world's oldest monarchies. As Meghan scripts her pleas for forgiveness, the royal family remains steadfast in their commitment to duty and decorum, the very qualities Meghan has repeatedly failed to embody. Her narrative is riddled with inconsistencies and self-serving twists that have not only alienated her from the royals, but from a British public that once embraced her with open arms. Her claim to desire peace with Catherine might fool the uninitiated, but those who have watched the saga unfold see it for what it truly is, a last-ditch effort to claw back some semblance of respectability. Catherine, burdened with her own profound challenges and the heavy responsibilities of her role, does not have the luxury of indulging in Meghan's world of make-believe reconciliations. She is a pillar of strength, focusing on her health and her public duties, far removed from the petty squabbles and Hollywood theatrics that Meghan drags along like a cumbersome train on an overwrought gown. In this grand drama, Meghan's role as the misunderstood heroine is one she has cast herself in, without regard for the script written by centuries of tradition and protocol. The stage of British royalty is not one that tolerates improvisation well, especially not the kind that threatens the very fabric of its institution. Meghan's delusions of changing the royal family from within, of bending it to her will and whims, have only served to isolate her further, leaving her on the fringes, peering into a world that has closed its gates firmly behind her. Never mind the royal family. Meghan, why not try making peace with your father for his birthday? He was a supportive single parent, while your mother was absent for 10 years and paid for your education. Pay him a visit, it would do your PR no end of good. The ongoing melodrama of your public escapades. Meghan, your life script seems to dart erratically from familial feuds to royal rumblings, leaving a wake of bewildered and bruised relationships. Yet, amidst the roar of your public spats and the relentless flash of tabloid cameras, there's one forgotten subplot ripe for a heartfelt resolution. Your dear old dad, Thomas Markle. Remember him? The man who held the fort during your early days is now relegated to the dusty back shelves of your narrative, like last season's canceled TV show. What a perfect plot twist it would be to reach out to him, particularly on his birthday. Such an act could bring a tear to the eye of even the most cynical viewer, restoring a sliver of humanity to your character in this sprawling saga. Just imagine the scene, a long-lost daughter returning to the fold. Not for the cameras, not for the press, but for dear old dad. It's the kind of heartwarming turn that could almost make the audience forget the royal bridges you've burned along the way. Almost. Imagine the headlines, not filled with accusations or royal riffs, but with a daughter returning to her roots, acknowledging the man who helped pave her path to success. It's a narrative sweet enough to captivate even your harshest critics. This isn't just about mending a personal relationship. It's about reshaping an image that has become marred by too many controversies. Your PR strategists might spin stories and stage photo ops, but nothing speaks louder than sincere actions taken to heal real wounds. Imagine the scene, Meghan Markle, ready to make peace with Princess Catherine as her popularity takes a nosedive deeper into the abyss of public disfavor. Before the grand reconciliation, one must envision a spectacle of groveling apologies. Yes, let us popularize grovelingly just for the occasion, where Meghan begs forgiveness from every single member of the royal family, with a special, tearful encore for Catherine herself. And let us not forget a heartfelt, or at least heart-imitating, plea to the British public, whose patience has been tried and tested beyond measure. Then, as the final act of this contrived mea culpa, Meghan should graciously disappear permanently, fade to black, and Cena. But alas, this is no sincere tale of redemption. This is Meghan Markle's strategic maneuvering, a masterclass in personal PR resurrected from the ashes of plummeting approval ratings. But, dear Catherine, and astute onlookers, be wary. This plot twist is for Meghan's benefit, not yours. These things may call for peace, but it reads more like a desperate attempt to salvage what remains of her royal cachet. Do not be swayed by her sudden surge of contrition. Meghan's track record is a saga of stirred pots and burned bridges, and her recent overtures smack of calculation rather than genuine remorse. Meghan Markle wants to make peace with Princess Catherine as she has some regrets over how things played out between them. I'll bet she does. Things aren't going well for her in Montecito, and an inroad back to the royal family could well be on the cards. I only hope that Catherine won to enter into any sort of dialogue with her. She uses people to get what she wants. The drawbridges were up at least 3 years ago, and the locks changed. Now all ships have sailed with no chance of returning. In other words, Meghan, you have absolutely no chance of getting anywhere near Princess Catherine or her children, or getting back into the firm in any shape or jam deal. I think the Princess of Wales doesn't want anything more to do with Meghan. Perhaps she would rather devote her time to the people she loves and those who are true and faithful friends, people she can trust. Recently, Mistress Sussex consistently fails in her business dealings and gets caught out in her many untruths. She needs the royal connection. She has shown her true character, and no amount of PR hype will change that. Mistress Sussex also has an agenda, or should I say scam, going on. She has no compassion, empathy, or loyalty. Totally untrustworthy. I am told Markelle's popularity is somewhat in good standing with the Northern Sentinels and in the rainforest of the Papuans. They would still have some appetite for her. Besides, Meghan's popularity in the US is dramatically low. Please tell us where her popularity is high. Meghan is also middle-aged. The myth that she is only disliked by older generations and that she is representative of younger people has run out of steam. I want to know that Meghan's friends say she regrets how things went down. So where are her friends? No doubt she regrets how things went down, not researching the true extent of Harry's fortune, or the born of the body element for Los Angeles children, or being below Catherine Prince of Wales in the pecking order and obliged to curtsy to her, or happy to perform royal duties in exchange for a privileged lifestyle. Imagine the list of regrets is endless. Similar to Meghan, Henry wanted to be allowed to see if Catherine has the right people about her, as he suggested that's what he wanted to do for his ailing grandmother. Besides, I know Catherine is a sensible woman, even if she were not. I expect she has the right people around her who will protect her from Meghan. It seems Meghan is running out of how to make more money. Now big companies don to want to know. So want to jump back on the royal coattails. Leopards done to change their spots. It wouldn't be long before envy and jealousy would show itself. From the beginning, thought Meghan was a beautiful bride, but she has fallen out with both her own family and the royal family. Beauty is only skin deep. Certainly, Meghan must realize how bad things are going for her, but she has proven time and time again that she can be trusted. Besides, the princess has other things going on in her life that take priority right now. I am sure must realize from the feedback of her jam, no invites from A-listers, and backlash over Harry receiving an undeserved ESPN award, that their money-making abilities are dwindling. The only way would make up with the RF is if she has an ulterior motive. Even, no problem, Charles and William have made it clear they are not welcome, even though, understandably, Charles would love to see his grandchildren. Catherine has more important things to deal with without the toxic in-law. I hope she will treat her with the contempt she deserves. Even the Americans support Her Royal Highness Princess Catherine and His Royal Highness Prince William. Princess Diana would be so proud of William and his choice of the wonderful wife whom he dearly loves and who has helped him thrive in his role as heir. Princess Catherine will be an excellent Queen of the UK and Commonwealth. In her final days, our beloved Queen Elizabeth, aware that her end was near, extended an invitation to Harry and Meghan to visit her at Balmoral while they were in the UK. However, they refused to go. Enough said. Our beautiful and adored Catherine, Princess of Wales, will never allow Meghan Markle anywhere near her, her wonderful husband William, Prince of Wales, or their beautiful children. Oh, right. Meghan's friends say she regrets how things went down and she never meant any harm to Catherine. However, she must realize she could have done things differently. Meghan has been going out of her way to show concern for Catherine in this difficult time. How about first publicly apologizing for all Catherine has had to go through following what her supporters have been stirring up? If Meghan was so affected by the media headlines, she feels she received UD. Thinks she would know how it feels. And why has she and Harry been silent over this? Secondly, you say it has been confirmed Catherine made Meghan cry, but you don't say confirmed by Meghan and Harry alone. I am not aware anyone else has confirmed this side of the story. Honestly, I know that my beloved Catherine is very kind and gentle, and that is also her love point that is very easily moved and touched. This can happen when a moment of weakness can accept Meghan's offer of reconciliation. Catherine is very popular and very much admired for how she is handling her cancer battle. Meghan is neither admired nor popular by any poll. She is also generally viewed as having snidely smeared Catherine on many occasions. Now that Meghan is frustrated at how poorly regarded she is, she wants to county up to Catherine to get a PR boost. I doubt Wales will view any overture as having much sincerity. But you know when a slug has journeyed across your path because of the shiny slime trail it leaves behind. The same can be said of Meghan everywhere she goes. There's a slick residue of drama and disarray in her wake. Aware of this, I believe that Catherine, our ever-vigilant Princess of Wales, has surely armed herself with industrial strength repellent, determined to shield her family from the toxic fallout of Meghan's tumultuous visits. Indeed, Catherine's resolve is the fortress walls around the pristine gardens of her family's peace and decorum. She knows all too well the chaos that swirls around Meghan like a whirlwind picking up debris wherever it goes. Armed with the wisdom of experience and the protective instincts of a mother and wife, Catherine is not just the keeper of her family's legacy, but also the guardian against the disruptiveness that Meghan seems to carry with her as effortlessly as a handbag. Meghan now starting to learn that life doesn't fall at one's feet, and learning to have a conscience about all the wrongs she has put out there. Meghan is filled with nothing but pure jealousy. Or is it because life is imploding around them, no friends, and everyone avoiding them? Beginning to realize what they did have and threw away? Definitely the latter, as she has no conscience. This is a calculated attempt to head off her well-deserved karma sedin. The royal family does not want her or need her problems. She has made her bed in the USA and let her stay there. If Harry's green card is rejected, they will move to Canada and hope someone will like her there. They are both a time bomb waiting to explode and very naive about what trouble they have done. Stay away, you are not liked. And if you come back for a visit, all you and Harry will hear is boo. Why would the Princess of Wales want to sit down with this liar? She will never change. She will always be What has she done in the US these last 4 years? Remove all the makeup, hair straightener, and veneers, and you'll not recognize her. I bet she does. She has got to be one of the most unpopular people on the planet. I'm sure Catherine is wise enough to stay well clear that Catherine inevitably rejects Meghan's attempt to make peace. Meghan no doubt will play the victim, doing so in an attempt to make Catherine look bad. Though people no doubt would fully understand why Catherine won T-Wish involved. Wasn't he at Harry and Meghan? Through Scobie's book, the Dutch version, who made a direct and defamatory allegation that it was King Charles and Catherine who had a conversation about Archie, as claimed in the Oprah interview. This is too little too late from Meghan. That ship has sailed. When first Meghan made Catherine cry, she did nothing. When Catherine later on upset Meghan, she sent flowers and apologized. The Princess of Wales should be well advised to look after her health and well-being, and not give in to Meghan's wishes, as she is the same woman she was when first entered the royal family in 2018. Typical Markle, this has her fingerprints all over it. She's trying to be clever. She knows that Catherine wants nothing to do with her, ever again. The Meg is setting the scene to say, look, I am the bigger person. Ivy reached out, and Catherine has rejected me. It won T-Wash. Meg! Too many people know who and what you are. And we know that Catherine is the antithesis of everything you are and represent. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching our video. And I want to know what you think about these issues. Please express your opinion in the comments below. Hope you will always be cheerful and happy. Don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Goodbye and see you again in the next videos.